Yes. Greetings, humans, greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. We're here, 29-year veteran of the woods. That is where bears live. It's also YouTube's #1 review show by a bear. It's great to have everyone here with us today enjoying, well, the last day of, well, probably tomorrow is the last day of hockey season, but close enough. Close enough. Listening into the Bolts. Gonna find out if old Kucherov gets 100 here. Got our claws crossed, people. Claws crossed. There is Bear right here, Amy. Bear is here. Yes, indeed. Great to have you here with us here today. Gonna go through all of the fun stuff. We've got some great news stories coming up. The last time, Bear's here kind of doing the whole thing, and it's raining missiles down in Israel. It's like, where do we? It's not like a breaking news channel. It's not a political channel or anything like that. So, made mention of it at the beginning, but we didn't really know what was going to happen until a little ways later there. So glad that everybody was safe, secure. Good for them over there. So, we don't try to do the political stuff here, but we'll get into a little bit here and there. But you know what? We would be remiss if we didn't do any campaign updates for you good people. So let's go ahead and get right onto that moments. Let's see. Hello, Amy and Bear says P Money. Finishing up the old sports ball season. It's a sports puck. That's right, Amy. Sports puck. We're making sure that's, let's see.
To our right, Martin Jones in the goal to our left.
We're going to listen in. Go ahead, YouTube. Do your best. I don't care. Don't really care, for crying out loud. Come after Bear. Bear was okay. I apologize, people. They've got the little YouTube studio thing there, where if you've got your little channel, you can see if people watching your videos and whatnot. Bear's like, oh, okay, checked in with it last night. It's like, oh, hey, somebody's watching one of the Bear's Rambo videos. Oh, thank you so much. Awesome. Come back like a minute or two later, it is gone. Poof. Like it never even happened. So thanks, YouTube. Really appreciate that. Bang up work out there. Bang up work out there. We did survive World War III so far, P-Money. Quote, so far, sir. So far. Well, I hope your hockey team is in the playoffs as well, P-Money. We're going to be playing Florida. It's a Florida battle. Tampa Bay and the Panthers. See how that goes out. All right, anyways. Jibber and jabber, people. Let's get into it here because we've actually got some campaign updates for you good people. Let me change that real quick. It'd help if I did this before the start of the show. There we go. Make sure it's all live and up to date. We always try to check in with Uncle Lee out here at 613,418. So congratulations, sir. Keep it up. Doing some good job out there so far. But we need to talk. We do need to talk about people that have been kicked out. Gosh darn it, of Comicsgate, including Bear's beloved out here. That would be Irenee with the Fiendish campaign. It's getting ready, people. She says, hello, my lovely backer. See, that's why right there. I mean, Bear doesn't try to make a big deal about it. But thank you, Irenee. Thank you. Apparently, she's in love with Bear. Must have put on quite an impression down there in Tampa. She says, I am happy to announce that all of the books for Fiendish 2.5 have been printed, and they're now on their way to RJ to begin fulfillment this week, people. Here is a picture of the copies of the printer sent directly to me. I think they turned out great, and I can't wait for you to see them also. Man, I really probably should have checked out that black and white cover. That actually looks pretty good. Pretty darn good. She also says, on that note, please do let us know if you've had a change in address. If you're having trouble updating your info yourself, please email her there at that email address so I can make sure your books get to you. Thanks again for your support. That's Irenee And this, of course, is the Fund My Comic out here. So if you've got the Indiegogo campaign, I don't know. I think the book here on the right, the one where he's laying down, I think that is the Indiegogo campaign. So it should come out in the same time. Bear never got the Indiegogo campaign for Fiendish. Just wanted to try it out here with Fund My Comic. So hopefully if you've got it on Indiegogo and got the extra covered there, it will be coming out relatively quickly. Oh. What? Lilligren. Come on, man. Good job, Tompkins. All right, here we go. Got our backup goalie in there, people. Backup goalie. I know that was everyone's on their pins and needles out here. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. I think it's 4 Canadian teams that look like they're going to make it to the playoffs. Aren't they all the same? I mean, really, P-Money. Aren't they all the same Canadian team? I think so. P-Money is grumbling right now. Grumbling. He says no. Of course, they're completely different. What the heck, man? Somehow, Bear, not only with the Florida Panthers and Lightning rivalry, there is also a Comicsgate rivalry out here from Irenee straight over to the Malin of Johns. That would be John Malin with his Godlike campaign. Unsubscribe, says P-Money. Well, that's fine. That's fine, sir. That's how it works out. He says, good morning. Well, good morning, John. We've been shipping Godlike this week. You have? I need to keep my eyes out. Please double check that your shipping address is up to date. Instructions in the link below. This is your last, people. Not before, not after. It right now. It is your. Burping from the sushi earlier. This is your last chance, people. Last chance. Right now. Right now. He says books, trading cards, prints, and stickers have arrived. Everything is looking killer. Here's the final lineup for the project below. And he goes on and talks about the Godlike supplemental, The Lords of Abandon, written by Von Klaus. Very cool. In Jun, looking forward to that one. That might be pretty interesting. Trading cards by Aaron Alfeche. Prints, yada, yada, yada. All good stuff there. So he says, very excited to get these books to you and all the extras. Thank you for your support on this project and your patience, people. Most importantly is your patience. It was a little late, but that's all right, John. We'll finally get to it. Enjoying to check out Godlike. Looking forward to that. Always looked forward to John's books out there. Sam says there's always drama in Comicsgate. We need to just call it Dramagate. Just forget the comics part. Just call it drama. Dramagate. That's what it would be. Yeah, there we go. Good to see you, Sam. Good to have you here. Once again, from one to another. Let's go. That would be to the G ship. That's Gary Shipman, people. He's got a Titan. Mouse of Might is a heroic awards finalist. Congratulations, Gary. He says Titan Mouse of Might is a heroic awards finalist. I just said that in the category of best story. Very cool. The judges have deemed Titan to be an indie comic finalist, and as such has earned the right to affix this seal to their comics and use and post. Sorry, I was listening to the Bing. Saved on poll. Gosh darn it. Anyways, congratulations, Gary. You can put that, the Heroic Awards. Very cool. These are some of the best comics out there, but there can be only one, so it should be Titan. To find out who the category winner is, tune into our awards ceremony April 27th, 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time at C2A2. I didn't plan it this way, people. I didn't plan to have John Malin's And then Gary Shipman's campaign right afterwards. But C2E2. We need to get Gary a ticket. Well, maybe not to Chicago. It's kind of dangerous up there. But I think there were more people that died in Chicago this weekend than in Israel. But C2E2. C2E2. Oh, I'm sorry, people. That got bare. Man, oh man, all the behind the scenes, all the drama. We were talking about drama back and forth. C2E2. Oh, they kicked out Shane and Ethan and John Malin, and they were gonna have their comics convention in the bathroom somewhere. I don't know what the heck was going on with that. And then Gary Shipman shows up, the winner for best comic. You can't make this up, people. You can't. I mean, even if you wanted to, why would you? That's it for Bear today, people. I'm sorry that I can't top it. I can't top that. So congratulations, Gary. I haven't checked out the third book just yet. 1 and 2, excellent books. Right up there with some of the best. 3 as well. I know it's getting printed in France, so maybe he'll take off in France. But do if you haven't. I think. Let me just double check. Did I have that in here? No, I don't. But if you go to the description, you can look in the Indiegogo campaigns, and you'll find Gary's campaign there. It's still going. So if you haven't checked out Titan Volume 3, do go check it out. It is a heroic comic, people. C2E2. I got nothing, people. I got nothing else. That's it. Oh, no, wait. I do have more. That did it for Bear. That did it for Bear right there, people. That's it. No, we actually got from Kevin, the Kevin Sharp out here. He says, checking in. Hey, Dragonguard fans. Hey. I just wanted to say, appreciate your patience and questions. Towards mid-late last month, I had some pressing family issues. I'm sorry, Kevin. That kept me away from drawing as of last week. I am back. And I'll have some pics of art and colors I'm working on, and we'll post some pics again by next week. Also, I'm wrapping up compiling the art for the art tiers choice for the PDF. The process of the script and details of putting together the art PDF doesn't make for cool pics to include. You gotta jazz it up there just a little bit, Kev. You gotta put some drama in there somewhere, somehow. Just go in there and say, this PDF is in response to Eric July and what he's doing out there. Wait, hold on. Point for Paul. Duclair. Come on, Kuch. 3-1 Lightning. You heard that, P-Money. Paul. No Kuch. Gosh darn it. Let's see. Hold on. I'm sorry, people. 1 second here. 1 second here, people. Let's see. Where are we? Declare in Dumba, people. Gosh darn it. We're hoping for Kucherov. Anyways, what that has to do with comics, nothing at all, but here we are. Kevin Sharp, he says, look for another update next week. Possibly more art before then as well. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Here we go. Good job. 3-1. Take that, Leafs. Take that. Canada. Amy says, Kevin, I hope he's doing all right. I do too. Apparently it looked like it was more family issues than health issues. But yeah, we hope the best all around. Been waiting patiently, very patiently for Dragonguard. So looking forward to that. I think, actually, if John Malin is going to make a second Godlike campaign or maybe do some extra books or something like that, Kevin Sharp would be a definite artist that he should be keeping his eye on out there to do maybe kind of a supplemental book or something like that. I think that would kind of fit in not only with Kevin's art style, but with kind of John's kind of story overall. So kind of a sort of a futuristic fantasy type story. So I think that would fit in. That'd fit in. P.Y. says, Toronto is just making Lightnings think they have the game. That is true. That is true. The most dangerous lead in all of sports. 2 goals. They think they have the game. Then in the third, Toronto will take it away, he says. We shall see. If Bear had some salmon to put down on that, we will see. Amy says, yeah, Kevin is great. That is true. That is true. That's why he's very sharp. Very sharp, people. All right. Well, this is probably, more than likely, people, the last time we'll be able to do this. So I want everybody out there to get their singing voices ready. La 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 la. Let me take a drink. There we are. All right. Last time, people. Still need to read the book, but that's all right. We'll get to it. All right, people. We're going to do this on a 3. So that would be a 1. That would be a 2. That would be the ghosts. The ghosts of Matecumbe Key. The ghost of Matecumbe Key, people. It's done. El finito. El finished, man. It is done. Hello, Goal Gang. Hello. The largest, most complicated fulfillment campaign in comics history, Compass comic history, is complete, people. Over 3,000 packages shipped by the fulfillment queen, Julie. The last of them going out yesterday, people. She's exhausted and is now enjoying some celebratory wine. Congratulations, madam. There she is, knocked out. Completely zonkered. Thank you all for your support and patience. We hope you enjoyed this book, and we look forward to bringing you new stories in the future. If you missed any of the previous Compass Comics book, you can always find them on our website. Very cool. I like that they do that. After all of the backers' orders have been fulfilled. Well, maybe one out there that might have gotten, their book absconded by some wild animals out there. But other than that, pretty close. You guys are the best. That's from Graham and Julie. I don't know if Julie recognizes that right now, but there she is. There she is. The fulfillment queen, people. There we go. Amy held the note. Amy held that note. You gotta hold that. You gotta hold. If you think you're done, just give it like an extra second or two. You don't want to end too quickly. And you think you're like, oh, okay, it's done. No. You gotta. I don't know why I'm saying this. This is the last time we're gonna do it, but there you go. I apologize, Julie. I don't mean to leave it there. There you go, people. So hopefully you've got your book and are checking it out. Bear, man, it is. I literally have a stack right now. A huge. I got the black and white stack here. Ghost, I think, is in that other box over there. It's an embarrassment of riches, people, but man, oh man, Bear needs to just put the nose to the grindstone, which I hear hurts really bad, but needs to put it to the grindstone and get on to checking out some of these books here, people. So there you are. The last time we get to do that, people. I feel so sad. We'll figure out another one where we can sing along. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, people. All right, let me get that out of the way. Gosh dang it, people. One of these days. Professional show. Oh, Jiminy's here. Good to have Jiminy here. Let's see. Kevin Sharp's Dragonguard now available on Indiegogo. Oh, thank you, Jiminy. It's still there. Oh, I thought he closed the campaign. Oh, good. Good deal. He is here. We can start the part. By the way, Jiminy, you should have been here the other day. We were trying to figure out, as the show's official Blackman, we were trying to figure out the Jeffersons theme song, where they're saying, gotta move it on up to the east side, to the deluxe apartments in the sky. So we were trying to figure out the deluxe apartment, right, in the sky. Is George Jefferson just really greedy and he wants just a nice apartment, in the nice part of town, leaving behind the ghetto and going to the nice part of town? Or is George Jefferson a prophet, religious prophet out there, and the apartment, the deluxe apartment in the sky is, a metaphor for, leaving behind the bad turbulent times and trying to go towards a better future out there. You're just that much closer to heaven. So we were trying to figure that out. Jiminy. We were trying to figure out is off the goalpost. For crying out loud. This is a wide variety of show, people, where we can talk not only the Jeffersons and whether or not George Jefferson is a religious prophet or not, but also hockey as well. Wide net, people. Wide net. Yes, George is moving out of the hood to the nice part of town. Okay, that solves that. LOL, official Negro. There you go. The official Blackman. That is the official terminology, Jiminy. I didn't tell you that Blackman is the official. Oh, I thought they scored. No, they didn't score. Gosh darn it. Anywho, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you for settling that. It has been bugging Bear for, I don't know, how long, P-Money? For like a week or two, something like that. It has been bugging Bear for quite a while. So thank you. Thank you for settling that. P-Money says, oh, great, Jiminy, another Florida person. I need another Ontario person to help support our Leafs. Boo. Boo. He's not going to get to, 70? Is it 70 goals? We're going to get Kuch. Kucherov, people. It's not a dirty word out there. We're trying to get Kucherov to 100 assists. He got a goal, but not an assist. Anyways. Trump needs to sing The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow. That's true. Well, we'll get to that. We will get to that momentarily, but we've actually got some very important entertainment news, people. Very, very important entertainment news. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. I know everyone's been waiting for this. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Of course. Gosh dang it, Bear. Let's bring this. Okay, hold on. One second here. Where is it? There we go. Okay. Do I have it? Because we've been waiting on the official word for Cleat Cute, people. Cleat Cute. A novel in the works as a series from Sue Bird and the old Rapaho. A touch more and Future Shack Entertainment, people. That would be the lady that, kneeled during the national anthem and everybody was booing her during her soccer days. The lady that, what was it? The commercial where she kicked the guy's sandwich out or something like that. Former WNBA star. Yeah. An ex-women's soccer captain. Megan Rapaho. Have teamed up with Jeff Watchell's Future Shack Entertainment to turn Marin Whistle's novel Cleat Cute. You see what they did there, people? Instead of meet cute, it's Cleat Cute. Into a scripted series, people. Bird and Rapahoe's production company, A Touch More, in Future Shack, have optioned the book and are in development with the project. No network is attached just yet, but it's coming, people. Lesbian soccer players, everybody's on it. Let's get into it here. The book was published by Macmillan last year. We've all read that. That's been in Oprah's book club, hasn't it? is described as a mix of Ted Lasso and A League of Their Own. How is that? Whatever. It follows two soccer teammates who are at odds before falling in love as their team gears up for the World Cup. Grace Henderson has been a star of the U.S. women's national team for 10 years, even though she's only 20. Wait a minute. She's only 26. 10 years. Divide the thing, carry over the two, do the... Wait, she's only 16 when she started? How did that work? I don't know. But when she's sidelined with an injury, a bold new upstart, that would be Phoebe Matthews, what a name, takes her spot. The 22-year-old Phoebe is everything Grace isn't, a gracious jokester who plays with the joy that Grace lost somewhere along the way. Look, I mean, is that a face that looks like joy? Not really. Let's see. The last thing Grace expects is to become teammates with benefits with this class clown she sees as a rival. Phoebe Matthews is too focused on her first season as a professional soccer player to think about seducing her longtime idol. But when Grace ends up making the first move, they can't keep their hands off each other. There's no hands in soccer. I'm pretty sure there's not. As the World Cup approaches, and Grace works her way back from injury, a miscommunication leaves the women with different perspectives on the relationship. But they're on the same page on the field, realizing they can play together instead of vying for the same position. Hey-o. With every tackle, there's tackles in soccer? I'm not so sure about that. Maybe football. The tension between them grows, and both players soon have to decide what's more important, being together or making the roster. Boy, oh boy, that looks like it's just going to be literally the best, people. We were talking the other day how there's like literally nothing coming out, you know, with the strikes and everything happen. It's like, no, we finally have the lesbian soccer series. Series? Is it a series or is it a movie? Let me see. A network, so it's got to be a series. Boy, who wants to see 8 hours of a lesbian drama soccer team? Oh boy, that looks like it's something that Bear would skip right on past. Right on past. Let's see. P-Money says, not a chance, forget it, okay. He says, let me take a hard thought into whether I'm going to watch this. No, not a chance. Forget it. Not Clean Cute? Not Clean Cute? Come on, man. Anyways, there is that. Let's see. Peter White at the old deadline, people. The old deadline. Which, by the way, just kind of as a little of a side here. So Bear's trying to get ready to do the... we are doing, if you haven't already known about it, we are doing the, I almost said Rambo. We are doing the James Bond watch-along. We're going to do James Bond here. We're going to be getting it started off with Dr. No, very first James Bond movie. Way back in 1962, people. Long time ago. You would think, okay, that's a long time ago. It's like 62 years ago. So I thought that was kind of interesting. It's like, okay, it came out in 1962. We've had 62 years since. You know, all these movies that came out, yada, yada, yada. And like, okay, you take that 62 years and you look at when the movie actually came out, 1962, and you kind of go back, you know, 62 years from there, and 1900s, right around there. Kind of when the first movies were coming out. They had some back in the 1800s, but not really until Edison, the Lumiere brothers, all that sort of stuff came out. 1900 usually, kind of a good goalpost there for people in movies and everything. Look at the amount of changes from 1900 to 1962. You know, you're talking about, color, sound, a wide screen, all sorts of these things that didn't exist 62 years prior. And then you look at 1962 to 2024 and you're thinking, okay, what are the great, you can maybe count like maybe 4 or 5 things, like Star Wars with all the computer animation and graphics and stuff like that. CGI, maybe Avatar with the 3D, but like, what's the big technical improvement, from 1962 to now, and it's like, you're like Oppenheimer. The movie came out, people went to go see it. Like, the big thing was that it was an IMAX. It's on a bigger screen than normal. So he's like, oh, wow, look at that big explosion. Whee! Then, of course, you had another hour and a half after that where they're just, but whatever. So it's like, you think about the movies. We just talked about this one right here. And it's like, okay, we all understand. We all understand that, the wokeness, the stupid stuff that they do. Hey, let's have a bunch of lesbian soccer players. That'll make a great series. No, it won't. You think that's definitely part of it. But, you kind of wonder if, the technological improvements over those years that you just don't have enough for people to come out and go see. Like, Oppenheimer was in IMAX, so people wanted to go see that. But, like, really, like, what else would you want to, what big new development in the movie, because movies are kind of very technical. Like, what's the big technical improvement over those years? And it's like, I don't know, 3D? Or what's the new one? 4D, where they shake the chairs and they blow smoke in your face and all that sort of stuff. Maybe, really? I don't know. I don't know, man. So, anyways, something Bear was thinking about. P-Money says, when someone is playing PlayStation, their first thought is their footwear. Well, speaking of which, P-Money, I've got a title right here for you. PlayStation reveals new sneaker collab with Puma. That would be Logan Moore over here at comicbook.com, I should say. PlayStation is looking to expand its presence in the world of sportswear in an upcoming collab with Puma. In the past, PlayStation... Wait a minute. Was Puma the one that teamed up with Yeezy? Kanye West? Didn't they have all the unsold sneakers? I'm wondering if they just re-glossed over, like rebadged the Yeezy sneakers and just went with PlayStation. They had like millions of unsold sneakers. In the past, PlayStation has been no stranger to crossing paths with various fashion companies, including Balenciaga, Hype, and perhaps most prominently Nike. Now, a new such collab of this type is set to kick off in the coming day from Puma, and will be headlined by a pair of sneakers that are decked out in PlayStation iconography. Starting on April... Wait a minute, hold on. Let me check my calendar. That's today, people. April 17th and 18th, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Do not leave Bear's channel to go check out some PlayStation sneakers, people. Puma will drop a new array of sportswear that features PlayStation branding. On the clothing front, Puma will be releasing shorts, t-shirts, and hoodies that all happen to feature it just happens to feature PlayStation's iconic symbols. That would be the square, the circle, the triangle, and the X. Prominently on the Merc. So there you go. You can see that lady and little kid there, I suppose, wearing the sneakers. And you're like, oh, wow, look. Those are the PlayStation sneakers. Instead of, oh, wow, those are just some sneakers. Okay. So anyways, go check out your PlayStation sneakers, people, if you're really, really into it. Really, really, really into PlayStation and sneakers. Let's see. P-Money, I think about how much my butt hurts, says Jiminy. I'm not sure I understand where we're going with that, but there you go. Apparently, he is butt hurt. Butt hurt. Jiminy Cricket, it's why my game console is next to our guest room bed. Aw. The poor guy. The poor guy out there. Well, that's why you're always welcome here, P-Money. 2 minutes for roughing. 4 minutes. 5 on 4. Ah, for crying out loud. You stinking refs. Gosh dang it, man. Crying out loud. Anyways, people. Anyhow, moving briskly along here to the New York Post. And Ariel Zyber, people. A Google staff. Hello, Google. Google, listen up here. Staffers storm New York City, California, and Seattle office to protest a $1.2 billion Israeli contract. Google staffers wearing traditional Arab headscarves. Yeah, I'm sure. Barged into the California office of the company's top cloud executive. I guess they flew up there. I guess you got to fly up to the cloud there. That is really high up there. While other workers staged a sit-in at the company's headquarters in New York City to protest the tech giant's ties to the Israeli government. Pro-Palestinian employees, part of a group called No Tech for Apartheid, used social media accounts on X and Twitch. 100 assists, we got it! Kuch! Pardon me, people. There it is. You tell him, Phil. You tell. Google's probably going to get me for this or the story here. Either or, I don't care. Woohoo! Take that, P-Money! Take that! Ah! There you go. Nikki Paul. Good deal. Uh-oh, Jiminy's got to go. My wife just got home, and we have to watch Shogun. Well, Jiminy, it's great to have you here, man. Please stop by again. Always enjoy having you here. Our resident Blackman, people. Resident Blackman. He hears Bear talking about hockey, and he says, I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. I even threw in the sneaker story. He says, no way, man. I'm out of here. Thank you, Jiminy. Hope you have a good one. Bear's having a great one. Bear's having a great one. Take that, P-Money. Take that. There you go. Anyhow, where the heck are we at? I apologize, people. They're still cheering. Oh, let's see. Who got the... A point! Point to Kuch. I couldn't have came to a better guy out there. All right. Good job, Kuch. Good job, man. All right, let me turn that down. Google is definitely going to ban me either for that or what we're doing right now. Let's see. No Tech for Apartheid used social media accounts on X and Twitch to post live images and video of their takeover the Sunnyvale, California-based office of Thomas Curran, CEO of Google Cloud. The activist workers read statements denouncing the company over its contract with the Israeli government, which the group accuses of carrying out a genocide and its bombing campaign in the Gaza Strip, following the Hamas massacre of the Israelis on October 7th. Kind of bearing the lead there, aren't you? Wait, they got another one? 5-1. Pardon me, people. Bagel. All right. Good old Hagel. Oops. Definitely gonna be struck now. Let's see. Anyways, it goes on. Yada yada yada. They demanded that Google cancel its participation in Project Nimbus, a $1.2 billion contract with Israel that involves the Google Cloud as well as Amazon Web Services. Another group of protesters were seen occupying the 10th floor. Wait a minute. Occupying. How dare you? 10th floor of the Google offices in the Chelsea section of Manhattan as a part of a protest that also extended to the company's offices in Seattle for what it called a No Tech for Genocide Day of Action. The orchestrated sit-in comes on heels of a Google software engineer publicly berating one of the company's Israel-based executives during a tech conference in Manhattan last month. Google fired the worker. It is unclear what actions the company will take after the mass revolt inside of its own walls. Well, fired. Of course they're wearing the COVID mask. Of course. The image from the Twitch livestream confirmed that they took over this guy's office. A custom-made Golden State Warriors basketball jersey with Conan's name as singing hanging on the wall in the background. There you go. So, of course they're wearing masks. Of course. Who's that? Oh, that's the guy's office they took over. There you go. Rest in peace. Go drop Nimbus. Go. God. Our demands: drop Project Nimbus. Stop the harassment, intimidation, and bullying, silencing, and censorship of Palestinian, Arab, and Muslim Googlers. Really? They are? Address and heal the safety crisis among Google workers. We stand with the Palestinian, Arab, and Muslim Googlers. Is there really such a thing as a Palestinian Googler? I doubt it. I doubt it, man. Look at all this. Look at all. What's the guy in the back there with the freaking hair? Ay, people. Ay. Fired. All of them. Out of a cannon. Out of a cannon. Everybody. It's kind of ironic. Kind of ironic that you occupy an office space to denounce an occupation. Kind of little bit of irony here. Irony. Of course, they were wearing their mask. They haven't gotten their 12th booster yet. 12 of them. You got to get them one in each arm and one in the butt. Just to make sure, people. Just to make sure out there, people. Yes, indeed. All right, and here we go. Also from the New York Post. I'm terribly... coming up on the summer travel season. I really hate to break this to you, people. But it's going to get even worse in the skies. Reclining economy airline seats are going to vanish. For good. Aviation experts say it is a blessing in disguise. Sure. From Ben Coast, New York Post. Is the Recline on the decline? Well, bravo, sir, bravo. Sardine can airplane seating could soon become the norm, as artificial intelligence previously predicted. Oh boy. Had to throw that one in there. Flight experts claim that the reclining seat could be scrapped from the economy class amid soaring concerns over space, fuel costs, I'm sure that's what it is, and even in-flight kerfuffles. This trend has been occurring for several years now, and I think it will continue, said William McGee, Senior Fellow for Aviation and Travel at the American Economic Liberty Project, told the Condé Nast Traveler of the controversial phenomenon. Lighter seats are what airlines want because of the cost of jet fuel. They're always looking to reduce weight on board. Well, just put on a weight limit. I'm sorry, madam, you're over 350 pounds. You can't fly. You're going to have to take the bus like all the schlubs out there. Like all those schlubs. So you got to... It even looks like this lady's lady, I'm assuming lady, it looks like she's happy there. I doubt it. Doubt it. You're like in the... You might as well just stand. You might as well just be like the subway, just have a little strap, just hang on to it. Because you know what's coming next, people. They're going to charge for using the restroom. You have to put a quarter in to use the restroom on your next airline flight out there. The logic is that non-reclining seats require few mechanical bells and whistles, thereby reducing their weight, by like a couple pounds? That in turn lightens the overall load on airplanes, effectively scaling back costs. I'm so glad we bailed all those airlines out. Really, just glad. Not to mention that the seat reclining has resulted in a multitude of mishaps, from spilled coffee to broken laptops, and even in-flight spats. There's no question that reclining seats are potential triggers for unruly behavior for a variety of reasons, said some professor. Freaking, Poindexter out here. Many in-flight tiffs have stemmed from passengers leaving their seats back in a manner that the person behind them deems intrusive, as seen in multiple videos. Well, you could just increase the distance. Just take out a row and just kind of move some of those seats back just a little bit. And boom, problem solved. Oh, no, we can't do that. We need to squeeze that many people in. Yay. Yay. He sees it as part of an overall trend of declining economy class luxuries. I'm not sure if you know what the term economy and luxury means, sir. Which has seen airlines do away with complimentary bag checks, meals, how dare they, and seat selection privileges in the section. Interestingly, non-reclining seats are nothing new. Budget carriers Sprint and Allegiance have offered nearly upright or pre-reclined seat for several years. Several years ago, U.S. airlines like Delta, United, American, and Southwest scaled back coach seats recline space to just an average of 2 inches instead of the previous standard, a luxurious 4 inches. Yeah, that lady looks real happy. That is not economy class right there. That might be business. Maybe. No, wait, no. Unless she's tiny. Well, no, actually that is the emergency exit, isn't it? Still, that does not look like an economy seat. This comes amid apparent downsizing offensive that came to a head earlier this year after Southwest Airlines unveiled their next generation interiors slated for 2025, which include super thin lounge-style Recaro seats. Oh boy! The accommodations caused a sky-high stir online, people. There you are. So if you're flying the unfriendly skies and you just want to recline back just a little bit, nope, can't do it. Can't do it at all, people. Can't do it at all. Of course, you got the kid in the background, either kicking or screaming on the, kicking the seat or screaming in your ear or something like that. So there you go, people. Reclining economy line airline seats going to vanish. Vanish, gonna go poof, people. Kapoof. People may ask, of course, why would I want to be comfortable on an airline? That's true. You gotta pay the big bucks for that. The big bucks. And they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna save money on that. The spoiler alert, people, your airline ticket, your $200, $300, $400 airline ticket from New York to LA wouldn't even cover the cost of the airline taking off. Wouldn't even cover those fuel costs there. The pilot would sneeze and just kind of bump the throttle just like a micromillimeter, a little bit higher or something like that. There goes your $400 right there. So they get paid in freight, in travel. That's where most of their money comes from. And apparently the federal government. So there you go. There you are, people. No more reclining. Amy says, they could get rid of the doors as well. There you go. That would save some weight. Make it a little bit windy. Definitely be a little bit windy. You got to wear those masks. Although you don't have to put out that expensive oxygen to fill up the entire cabin. You can just put them in the mask. Yeah, the mask could be optional. You could have to pay like an extra $5 to be able to breathe oxygen in the airplane there. So there you go. There is the wonderful world of the future. World of the future there. Sorry, I'm looking at this score here. Looking at the score to rub it into old P Money. 5-1. 5-1. We're just the Leafs. They're just lulling us into complacency before they come back with just 6 unanswered goals. I'm sure that's how it's going to work out. Sure, that's going to be the way that it works out, people. All right, finally from the New York Post. By the way, just by the by here, I always enjoy some of the funny, silly kind of news stories out of the New York Post out there. But one of the main reasons, especially this story right here, Google was the one that helped suppress the old Hunter Biden laptop story from the New York Post. So there you go, Google. Right back at you. Right back at you here. Anyways, that's why Bear sometimes does the New York Post stories here. Trump fumes that the judge in hush money, it's an NDA. It's not hush money. They make it sound so unseemly, like it's some sort of mob Mob operation. Oh, they're going to pay him in hush money. No, it's an NDA. It happens every day in business. The trial could force him to skip son Baron's graduation. Man, when that kid grows up, you better watch out. He is going to be coming at you with a vengeance. Donald Trump fumed Monday that his Manhattan hush money trial may force him to miss son's Baron's high school graduation. And flashed a tight-lipped smirk as he stood to face the first pool of potential jurors of his peers, I'm assuming, right? Who may decide his fate in the historic case. I was looking forward to that graduation with his mother and father there. And it looks like the judge does not allow me to escape this scam, said Trump to reporters in the hallways of Manhattan Supreme Court after the first day of trial. Trump's attorneys had asked Justice Juan Merchan not to hold the trial on Friday, May 17th, so that the ex-president can attend Barron's graduation at Uxbridge Academy in Palm Beach, Florida. What, a month away, and the judge couldn't even, hey, we'll do it on the 16th, or the, it wouldn't be the 18th, so the 20th. We can do it on a Monday, that's fine. Go check out your son's graduation. It's not that big of a deal. You're not a flight risk or anything. I mean, you're literally running for the president of the United States, so I don't think you're going to run to a foreign country. We shall see. But Merchan was non-committal. It really depends on if we are on time and where we are in the very important trial, he said. The back and forth came as a handful of potential jury members were screened in the case charging Trump with forging business records to cover up hush money, a payment to ex-porn star. I'm going to say Stephanie Clifford's. Everybody says Stormy Daniels. She does actually have an actual name, not the porn name. Stephanie Clifford's. Ahead of the 2016 presidential election. That's what turned it, people. That's what turned it. The trial, the first criminal prosecution of a U.S. president, could last up to 8 weeks and will run every weekday, except for Wednesdays. What the heck? What has he got, like a judge got something to do on a Wednesday? What's going on here, man? God, that kid's tall, too. Look at that. Holy cow. He's got to be like 8 feet tall. Trump's attorneys also requested to excuse the former president next Thursday, in order for him to attend a Supreme Court argument on immunity claims he raised in another criminal case. But Merchan didn't bite. Yeah, I'm more important than the freaking Supreme Court. Oh, okay. Arguing before the Supreme Court is a big deal, and I can certainly appreciate why your client would want to be there. But a trial in New York Supreme Court is also a big deal. No, it's not. You're a loser. You loser, Judge. Get out of here. You're fired. Judge, you're fired. I will see him here next week, Merchan added. The ruling led to more ire from Trump in the hallway. He won't allow me to leave here for half a day to go to D.C. and go before the U.S. Supreme Court because he thinks he's superior, I guess, than the Supreme Court. More superior than the Supreme Court. Which is funny because the New York Supreme Court isn't even the highest court in New York. It's not even the Supreme Court of New York. There's actually another court on top of that. Strangely enough. So what's up with that, man? What's up with that? I just want to thank you very much, he added sarcastically. But I can't go to my son's graduation, but then I can't go to the U.S. Supreme Court. And I'm not in Georgia or in Florida or North Carolina campaigning like I should be. It's perfect for the radical left Democrats. That's exactly what they want. Anyways, it goes on, talks about all that sort of stuff. There he is. How dare you, Judge? How dare you? I want to go to my son's graduation. He's got more than one son, but you know what I mean. I only got one son that's graduating this year. And you're making me stay here, man. Where's my Rick? Where the hell's my Rick? That's not going to happen. Not going to happen, Judge. Where are we here? Come on, Rick. Where are we here? Come on, do the thing with the thing. Come on, Rick. Where are we? Wait, there we go. There we are. Damn it, Judge. First you won't let me go to the Supreme Court to argue for my immunity. And now you won't let me go to my son's graduation? Well, that's not going to happen, Judge. That's not going to happen. Dun, 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 dun. Favorite clip of all time, people. Of all time. All time, man. So, anyways, poor Trump out there. Not able to go to a freaking graduation. Got to go to some stupid court. New York City for hush money. Hush. Shh. Hush money. Got to be quiet. Got to be quiet about that money, man. Got to be quiet about that. So, anyways, that's where the thumbnail came from. I like that. Pretty funny. Pretty fun. I guess you can kind of tell that. I mean, hold on. Where? Let me get back here. Let me get back. It kind of fits, right? I mean, it's pretty close. Where is it here? Do the thing with thing. I mean, pretty close, right? More or less. Not really. Makes him look fatter, right? He kind of looks fatter in the what do you call that? I don't even know what you call it. The court the court artist? The court like they got stenographers for taking down the audio and putting it into the book there. But what would you call that? I gotta look this up. It doesn't say. Anyways, the court artist out there. So court artist made him look just a little fat, don't you think? I think so. Let's do a side-by-side comparison here. Can we do it? Yeah, not really. Yeah. Nah, that doesn't quite look like him at all. Not quite at all. But anyways, there you are, people. There you go for there. Yes, indeed. Well, you got to be here for Bear to cheer on not only the Bolts, but Kucherov getting 100 assists. P-Money, there's only been 4 other people that have done that in the entire history of the NHL. So you gotta at least give him a clap for that, P-Money. Even though he is down here in Tampa, not anywhere close, Canada. Man, oh man, there you go. So you got to hear it live. And Bear's reaction, too. He was very much paying attention to that news story. Very much so. Have they actually found 12 impartial jurors yet? They were trying to move it to, like, Staten Island. They says, we can't get a fair trial here. Let's just move it not to Alabama or Mississippi or anything like that. Let's just move it to Staten Island, and try and get a little bit better representation there. Nope. It's got to happen in Manhattan. Got to. Plenty of his peers here in New York City. They'll probably just bring in some illegal aliens just for the hell of it. It's like, wait a minute. You're having an illegal alien who shouldn't even be in the country on the jury pool? How's that work? Not sure. Clap for Kucherov. Now, Kucherov. Congratulations, Sport Bird. Thank you, Amy. Thank you so much. You are Bear's best friend here today. Unlike P-Money. Not really sure about that fella. Might have to take away his wrench here, people. Gosh dang it. P-Money asks, interesting question. Can you run the country if you're living out of the country? Well, I mean, they take trips like all around the world, and they kind of still, they got Air Force One where they can still do stuff. So, I mean, yeah, it's technically possible. I would assume so. Might not look the best, but yeah, there you go. You're just running the country from like Barbados or something like that. Just on the beach. Like, yeah, okay, bomb Iran? Yeah, sure, go right ahead. Where's my margarita at? Where is my margarita at? That was the important thing. Amy says, I guess it is a court artist. A court artist. Well, there you go. There you are, people. Yes, indeed. Well, anyways, there you are, people. We actually got to witness history here right here on this very channel. We'll see if YouTube allows it to stay up, but we shall see. Coming up, we are going to be going into the playoffs here, so I need to keep an eye out. The first game is on Sunday, so if it happens to land on a Saturday or Wednesday, of course, that's going to screw up Bear's schedule, especially if it's 8 o'clock or something like that. So keep an eye out. Bear might change it up just a little bit. We'll still do it on the same day, but it might be later or earlier. So just keep an eye out for that. I will let everyone know with the community post. Just keep an eye out for that. Want to still continue to do the shows, but it might be either earlier in the day or a little bit later on, where you'll either hear Bear in celebration or in the agony of defeat, one or the other. So people could probably just twist the knife in right there for Bear. So I don't know. We hope we go all the way this year. Yes, indeed. All the way. All the way. Instead of losing last year to the dang Leafs in the first round. Crying out loud. Of course, they didn't do too well after that. But that's all right. That's another story for another day. Another story for another day. All right, I want to thank everybody that came out. Amy, possibly Melissa as well. Sam, if you're still here. Hope he's still here. Of course, Jiminy, our resident Blackman, telling us how to look at George Jefferson. We finally know how out here. And of course, all of our Russian bots and lurkers. We appreciate each and every one of you. But you know what? All of this celebration has made Bear hungry. So he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people. Grrr. Good night, everybody.